Hi, I'm Abby, and this is what God has done in my life. Growing up, me and my dad, I always had such a great relationship with him when I was little, and we always did everything together, but all that changed around my 5th grade year. My parents got a divorce, and for any kid that's happened to, obviously that is such a hard thing to go through. And I was like split living with my mom and my dad, and it was kind of hard, like going back and forth. And during all that time, my dad was drinking and smoking all the time, and sometimes he would never really be home, or he would be home but he wouldn't really try to spend time with me, and he would always just be so angry at me all the time. And that made me feel so like sad and angry all the time, because I always felt whatever he was going through was half my fault, which I know it wasn't, but I just felt that way. And then it got worse and worse over the years, and it took such a toll on me. And in January of this year, I decided not to stay with him anymore and fully live in with my mom, which was such a hard thing because I felt like I was just leaving him all alone. I felt so like sad and broken, and I felt really alone because I didn't really have anyone to talk to about this, and I felt like if I talked to anyone about what I was going through or how I felt, I would get judged. And then in March, some of my friends were talking about this church they started going to, which was Grace, and they told me that it had really changed them. And it took me some convincing, because I didn't really think God would want a relationship with me, or that I really wanted one with him because of what has happened in my life. And everyone always talks about how he has a plan, but I just didn't know what his plan was for me. And then one Wednesday I decided to go, and I am so very glad that I did, because it changed. From then, it changed me for the better. So I remember during worship, it just was such a surreal feeling watching everyone have their hands up and praising God and kneeling before him, and it was just such a crazy feeling. And then a couple Wednesdays after that, I got prayer from Catherine, and I had her pray for my dad and for me and his relationship. And while she was praying, I just started crying, and I remember this just feeling of all the guilt and shame that I had for leaving him. I just felt it all lift off of me. And then church camp came, and it changed my perspective on so many things. And I remember I had my hands up during worship, and I had this feeling rush over my body, and I kneeled down at the altar, and I just started praying to God. And I remember I could just feel the Holy Spirit inside me just telling me everything was going to be okay, and I just felt so much freedom in that moment, because I felt everything that I was going through, all the feelings I had, was just lifted off of me, and I felt just so free in that moment. And then on June 8th of 2025, I got baptized, and I fully gave my life to Christ. And ever since then, I feel like I've helped so many people around me grow their relationship with God, and I know I've changed for the better, and I'm a better person now than who I was. And I want to thank everyone at Grace Church for praying with me, helping me, being so kind to me through the things I was going through. And I just want y'all to know that no matter what you're going through, God's always there for you, and he has a plan, and he knows what's best for you. And that's my story.